Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to another episode of Auntie's Kitchen. Simple and delicious food cooked here in South Korea with South Korean ingredients. If you're new to this channel, hi, 안녕하세요, and welcome to all of the new subscribers. It's December. Can you believe it? We'll soon be celebrating Christmas. I just love Christmas. I love going to church and singing those old-time hymns as we celebrate Jesus' birth. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite Christmas recipes, and that is, as we call it in England, mulled wine, and as my husband calls it in Germany, Glühwein. I'm going to be sharing with you an authentic recipe. It's not difficult at all to make. In fact, there are many ways to make this, but this is how we make it. I promise you will not be disappointed with the flavor combination. It is delicious. You can bottle it up and give it away as a gift, as I do. I put a label on and give it to friends, or you can keep it for yourself and have a glass of an evening. You can reheat it up on the stovetop so that it's warm. It's best served when it is warm, or you can put it into the microwave. So today, let me show you a traditional, classic Christmas recipe for mulled wine, Glühwein. As usual, all of the ingredients and instructions can be found in the description below. The first thing to do is to wash and cut up an orange. I like to cut it quite thick so that each piece fits into the pan. I recommend using organic, but if you don't, that's perfectly okay. You really can't go wrong when making mulled wine. If you would like to add other fruits, then that's okay. Just make it to your taste. You could just place the cloves into the wine, or some recipes will make a linen bundle of spices. I personally like putting the cloves into the orange as I think it looks pretty. This recipe is not only delicious and simple to prepare, but it will fill your apartment with the smell of Christmas. Turn on your stove and empty a bottle of wine into a pan. Today I'm using Yellowtail. It's not too expensive and it tastes good with the spices, but just use what you have available. Place your oranges into the pan and then add some of your other spices. The cinnamon sticks we were using today didn't have a strong smell, so I add 3. If you cannot get cinnamon sticks, then don't worry, just use cinnamon powder. Next I add 4 Star Anise into our wine. These add a lovely aniseed flavour. Give your ingredients a gentle stir and leave this to simmer on your stove for about 30 minutes on a very low heat to allow all the flavours to combine together. You don't want your wine to boil, otherwise you will evaporate your alcohol. If you would like more alcohol, then just add a tablespoon of rum, but this is optional. After about 30 minutes, I add some sugar and some cardamom into our hot spice wine, also given the names mulled wine and Glühwein. This seasonal drink has many names depending on where you're from. I allow our mulled wine to keep simmering on the stovetop until the sugar has all dissolved, and then the next important step is to have a taste. Mulled wine is a flexible recipe and you really can't go wrong. For our taste of home, we decide to add some more sugar, a Star Anise and 3 cloves. The longer you can leave this for the flavours to incorporate together, the better it will taste. After another 5 to 10 minutes of simmering, I take the pan off the heat and just make sure I've pressed all the juice and flavour out of the orange. Using some tongs, I then remove all of the big ingredients from the mulled wine. Making sure not to waste any of the goodness, I like to squeeze each piece of orange one more time over the pan. There is usually some leftover juice and we can add this back into our wine. Any leftover remains can then be thrown away. Place your wine into a large jug as this will make it easier to pour with one hand. Then place a funnel into your wine bottle and pour the wine through a sieve so that it can catch any of the cloves and orange. Halfway through, using a spoon, I push out any of the juice. I'm not letting one drop go to waste. You might not be able to travel to Europe this winter and experience the wonderful Christmas markets, so why not bring some of Europe to your own home or apartment? This recipe not only tastes good, but the Christmas spice aroma will fill your apartment. You won't need to buy any scented candles this year. So here we have mulled wine, a wonderful seasonal spice wine. If you've never tried it, then I highly recommend. You won't be disappointed. Make it for family and friends. This is a simple, easy recipe. It's also great as a gift to make for friends for Christmas. So thanks for watching today. As always, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a great week. God bless. Chop bok hamnada.